Hlompho, obviously it's a very special event. We're here in New York City, the Kid Super Studios for the kit launch, obviously for 7 of the Puma teams. But just how special is that Mamelodi Sundowns is part of the Club World Cup and such a big event for people who don't know how big Kid Super is as a brand in global fashion?
Firstly, of course, you're right. Mamelodi Sundowns have shown over the years that they are a big team. And when you are a big team, you must show by action. And we saw over the last 10 years, Mamelodi Sundowns has been dominating football in South Africa. In the continent, they are well recognized now. They won the Champions League. They've been to the Club World Cup before. This is the second time in the Club World Cup. So that tells you there's something good that they are doing. And of course, they must continue to do that because this competition gives players, platform, an opportunity to play overseas. So I think this is a good thing that the team continue to be in this space.
You obviously had a chance to see the team at IMG Academy, right? How's the spirits of the boys? What's their mindset going into this tournament?
At Sundowns, you're in a space that you cannot, dwell much on the losses, and even in your victory, you can't be high, simply because of the number of games that you continue to play each season. And of course, for me, I was gonna love to see the team coming into this space as the African champions. It didn't happen that way, but you can tell that the boys were disappointed. It was a hurtful moment to see the team in that stage. But to see themselves smiling again, facing another big challenge in the Club World Cup, it's encouraging. These are professionals. They were trained for this, and it's encouraging to see them, looking forward to the next matches. And of course they will be sad and sulking about this, but they can't sulk forever. Lorenzo, there will be matches that are still coming, and they still have to face these matches with a lot of positivity, with a lot of encouragement, because this is a new challenge altogether. And it's a world stage, people will be watching them. So they need to dust themselves and continue with the task.
You were part of the Club World Cup, the first edition that Sundowns competed in. Have you portrayed a message to any of the players, whether it's the whole team or even just a couple of guys? I'm sure Kemba would have said something as well, of how important not being complacent is. Because you guys, like you said previously, you are focusing on Borussia Dortmund, you are focusing on the big teams, but Ulsan is the first test.
You're right, Lorenzo. In a competition of this nature, you all know you're playing for points in a group stage. To come out of the group stage, that first game is very, very important that you win it, because it will put you in a position, better position to go to the next match. Even if you draw, you're not trying to be calculative of your play and how you play and how you get your points. So it will be very important to play that first match with a lot of positivity and a lot of focus, because you need to win that match to put yourself in a better position. You're very right. We can't go into this match very naive and try to think that we already won against Ulster. You're gonna because you're gonna get a shock of your life. These are big matches in a world stage, and I'm sure the boys are aware of that. Even though people might, like myself, who can look at the other matches that are still coming, but when you are playing, your first focus is to take care of the first match.
When you came back from the Club World Cup, they say when you travel, your mind expands, you learn new things, you see things differently.
True.
In terms of your game, in terms of your ambition, in terms of your mindset, did anything change from experiencing it?
It has changed, obviously, because now you have been exposed to different game models, and that tells you as a player, how you absorb other information and other things that are happening, because like we always say, football evolves, football changes a lot. but it's always nice to follow all those trends and how they will help you as a player and how help you as a team going forward. I did mention in the past that this is the period where the players should go into this competition with a clear mind of learning other things that will help them in their careers, particularly the younger ones, because it will give them, elevate them into the game and give them that edge when they're playing within the team in the continent.
The coaches are always humble when we ask this question. So let me ask you, as a former player, you play the PSL, you play the CAF Champions League, you play this level. There's obviously different standards, yeah. So when you experience the CAF Champions League regularly and you experience this, does it prepare you to continue dominating the domestic league?
You would love to believe that, like I said, this is a test for players and how they take this information and how they take things that they will learn in here, you know, to equip them into going to the domestic football, into the continental football. And of course, like I said, it will give them that edge compared to the other teams that will be not participating in the space. It will be a nice thing if the players absorb what they are gonna be, you know, exposed to now, and use them to our advantage going to the new season. I remember my first participation in the Club World Cup, where me, myself and Sugar Mabunda, we thought we were the best midfielders in how we press players and teams back home, even in the continent. And when we got to the world stage, and we realized that there's still a lot of things that we still need to learn to trap players and where they are not comfortable. But you need to pick those moments early. But you know, for you to pick those moments, it means you must learn and you must understand your game properly, and you must take, you know, little moment to see where this team is coming from and where this team is superior and stronger. But this moment they'll test you, because there's no time for mistake. There's no time, you know, to be taking things for granted. You know, every moment is important. So it will be very important that these boys take every detail possible as important as it comes, because it will help them going forward.
Thank you so much, Skipper.
You're welcome,
I appreciate
brother.
it.
Thank you so.